clear is that the 10 years of APC misrule and economic mismanagement has definitely created considerable suffering for the people of this country. From Kamakuye to Pujehu, from Kono to Freetown, and everywhere, people are suffering under the weight of corruption and the mismanagement of the All People's Congress. I have seen it at first hand, from Falaba to Kenima and from Kailan to Putloko. The people want change. The people are tired of the suffering of paying for a bag of rice at 200,000 from only 60,000 in 2007. The people want democratic change to end their suffering.
When you listen to people who want to rule a country without clear understanding of how the country's economy works, what the sectors are important for the economy, what policies are necessary to improve on the economy.
Because you're not going to know where they outside. Now, where you can't inside, now you don't know the actual nature, the magnitude and enormity of the problem. Well. And then all you manifesto that you get for tweak them, adjust them, for make you able to tackle them problems.
What is now abundantly clear is that the 10 years of APC misrule and the economic mismanagement has definitely created considerable suffering for the people of this country.
So we appeal to Nana begin share the program far and wide. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the home of credible news, Salone TV Live 1, in collaboration with Yard. And today is Friday, the 13th of January 2023. Over to you, Mr. Shengepie.
We are done come back today for come talk about things where they happen. Now we on sweet yard salon. Now we on. Whoa, we let for do them bad things them. We the feel a more salon. Now we on. Whoa, we had. In collaboration with Salone TV Live 1. Famul, Kushe, how you they do? I know the answer they give me. Things not they go how it's supposed to go, eh? Right. So now that make that word where you can talk say politics not to me business. It don't come out para stage day. Now anything we get for do with politics, now you business. Because now only one green day inside 5 years. Your word or your voice go very much important. And at that day, them politicians, they run for come to you. It no matter who say you day. So wait, you want see them they use money or other thing against you, or you actually want for make sure say you use that you want great vote day for make wise or informed decision where go get for benefit you and you picking tomorrow. Oh wait. You want for let we always they get excuse from politicians them? Or you want for let we continue with the blame games? No. It don't reach them for let we the check and see who that and waiting the one for do for we. But wait to again, I see una de gladdy. For one whole community then give una 5 million, una begin for gladdy. 5 million for the community now for 5 years. What did it do for una? You dey sell you birthright for Koko Yebe? No do that anymore. And that word where una can get, forget badat for politicians. Say una divide una vote them. Una get for be very much careful about that day. But anyway, I just keep one for give una small knowledge or small idea or small education about how you forgo whenever it reach time for election. Do you avoid now that thing they call vulture mentality, where you just the wait for let them can give before you move. Then give a word they can talk per motoka business and say kick me a start. No, avoid that one day. Let we begin go for the eagle mentality, fend your own and be independent. But anyway, now small talk no more. Today we dey inside the program with somebody where in name no hide at all. You no hide. When you talk about salon politics, no way not the way in name, no we can inside it. Well, some people can say na name Leonard Balogun Koroma. Other people they say no, na name Balogun Koroma. Okay, some people the common name na Logus. Well, it is inside the program for we today. For we talk about different things them where they happen. And you question they form part of this particular program. You get question for ask am? Not afraid. Just put am for we. Or send am anyhow. Let we able for put am to am. Because what he make, and they go for a very sensitive position. Where now that make Ikaya so today. Welcome to the show, Mr. Logus Koroma.
Yes, Sengwe Supermed. Thanks for having me and thanks for your introductory song. Very nice song we introduce the program with. And Supermed, of course, I don't think you don't get enough of me. So I'm available again today.
Okay, then thank you very much, Mr. Logus Koroma, and we appreciate you greatly that you don't color the platform again today for come talk to Famule, PCs but Sierra Leoneans in general. Now this will do now this platform for make sure say we engage people them all about the world so that men themselves go be well informed. Wait them go kanji snow when they go for make their decision, they make the right decision. Mr. Logus Koroma, I'll kick off the program quickly by me asking you say, why make people this upcoming election where they cancel 2023 general elections for presidential, parliamentary, local council elections? Why make people for vote for APC party other than vote for other party then?
Therefore, vote for APC because the record of APC speaks for itself. Look at all of the development we don't take place in Sierra Leone. From Shaka Stevens in term to now, all of the major developments will don't take place now under the APC government in the field of infrastructure, in the field of road constructions, building roads and bridges, in the field of healthcare, in the field of education, in the field of agriculture. There is a record of performance of the APC. Let's fast forward from 2007 to 2018 under former President Logus Koroma. We see all what happened. It's all there to now. Development, the DNA of the APC. Period. And me not believe say any other government don't show the capacity and a proven record of development, tangible projects than the APC. So therefore, based on that record there, and also in addition, the APC not able to manage the economy in a way where it not be affect the people of Sierra Leone as it affect them now. The APC been a subsidized fuel. We don't know the cost of fuel by the time we left power. The APC been a subsidized the staple food of the Sierra Leonean population. And look at the price of rice in 2018 and the price of rice today. So the so-called bread and butter issues of the people of Sierra Leone had for governor, give the people a rest at reasonable price, then staple food, then they eat rest 3 times a day, morning, Saturday, night. And also, most of them, they travel by public transport. The majority of people don't own cars or vehicles. Then they travel by poda, by bus, make the cost of fuel reasonable, make the cost of transportation reasonable, make the cost of the food guys reasonable. And that is the mantra and template of APC.
Thank you. I think that is simple and the way how you lay them, now correct see you talk so. I go support that one day. But let me ask this question, please. You say for deal with the people them, you know at all. For give them rest, they make them happy. For give them transport, the fuel for go down, then they happy. But wait, you remember waiting them sing pan the last government bot when make them go out?
So long no go sit down here.
So
well,
why then be una be allow the people be reach to that stage if una know what's not the problem of them?
No, that time there, you don't see what happened from that time there and now. Now, not to angry Boko. Now angry don't take over. not
but every year get your own system and get your own style. Then when I enter them there, the people see say really thing on tranga, thing difficult, angry boku, then vote una out and say them tire. They say them tire. So now you not be know about all of them things and they will not don't prevent such for happen. We know say now, yes, of course, the angry or the poverty don't double. It don't even 4 times according to different reports them. But why will not be allowed for let the people reach to that point for pulling her out and drag her?
Well, the people pull we out, vote we out for several reasons. They vote we out, number one, on failed promises. They were promised bread and butter and marmalade and jam. Where is it? Are they bread and butter issues again? We get one big man that the SLPP are not going to call his name. When I mean the, be the propagate the bread and butter issues.
Okay, hold on. You know the position where they go for? Adikam, please. The position where they go for, now deputy chairman, when means say you get for call things by name. Now JJ Safana be the lead that particular campaign day.
Well, Naim, okay, you don't call
please, don't call them by name because we need for begin make let people know what in certain person don't talk and do.
Naim mean they say in 6 months it will fix the economy of this country. In 6 months. Well, I think they've been in finance for over 2 years. It don't fix the economy of the country. In fact, the economy got worse. And the bread and butter issues, instead of eating bread and butter, now the bread will go bad. So it's clear that the people voted us out on false promises. Now, only now they don't realize, say, yes, this bread and butter issue, what they talk about, this fixing of the economy, what they talk about, the dollar don't go from 70 to 1 million, 750 to 1,850,000. Look at the gap within so short a period of time. So the people
don't go 1,900,000 now.
Yes, well, it better. 1,900,000. And we're not going to speculate, say, if they go 2 million. No, not reach the loads left outside the 1,900,000. But you see how far it don't go within 4 years. So you see the glaring differences now between the APC and the SLPP. It's very clear.
You talk about 2 things them, the bread and butter, you talk about the transportation. Interestingly, I go ask you this question again. You've been finding yourself in the transport sector. And in fact, you've been in at the Ministry of Transport and Aviation, correct?
Indeed.
How you been do for settle the problem of transportation? Because in fact, let me put this to you. By the way, let me ask you this question. It's personal. You know me before?
No, I don't know you before. I don't hear your name. I hear your name more today, but I don't know you before.
But you don't be see me face before. I don't interview you several times.
Oh, really?
Yes, please.
Okay, in the Ministry of Transport.
Please.
But I not see you for a very long time.
Okay. So now let me go into this. During the time that we've been there at the transport ministry, coordination have been problem. For example, we find out say una been put laws them for with regards transport, how the transport them for run, how una for put things them in place. But as una put the law, now they everything the end. Implementation have been problem. So how una self have been problem to the transport sector as well?
Implementation in what way? The 100 who bring come, they still they run. Look at the green, white, and blue buses.
The 100 bus then with the counter, they talk about the transport, how people and they run halfway, this and that, all of them things are the biggest problem that one day.
Well, halfway been there at the time, and halfway they continue.
Yes.
Because
so the question is, what will have been do for stop down there because we not be aware of that?
We're not to the police, not to the enforcer.
But when I get interministerial meeting, when I get how they meet the sectors, they all they meet up for able for discuss things them. And we are aware of all of them problem in there.
We put everything on paper, but we not to traffic police for go na street and stop halfway. That's not my job. That was not my job.
I know one thing in we ministers them when they want something for be done. If they get for do it you personally, you go to one police station and order for let them do them things and instant and it happen.
Order the police for do something.
Yes.
No,
yes.
I don't think so. We'll get power for order the police for do something. I don't think so. That is law enforcement. They are independent. In fact, if you obstruct the police in the performance of in duties, that is a chargeable offense. You know, they go instruct police, say do this, do that. We are the technocrats. Now we they make the laws. When they make the laws, we call them, you right, when they get a ministerial meeting. But the moment you left, a different thing they happen. I will give you another example. When retired Major Paulo Conte was Minister of Internal Affairs, he stopped the bikes from coming into the center of Freetown. We can forget that credit there. He achieved that. But what happened? Did the police implement it? No, they're not implementer. So anything we not get the full cooperation of law enforcement, you can get the brightest of ideas, but you don't get the power, you don't get the tools for physically implementer.
I basically they listen to what you talk, and out of that, they ask you a lot of questions.
Yes.
You talk about 100 boss, and I see you actually want for, get, like the feather and the cap for that, right?
Like are they waiting?
And you actually, they take praise for the 100 boss who have been carried.
Why not? In the history of Sierra Leone, nobody not bring 100 buses. And some of the buses, them be say na second-hand buses, but 5 years going, they are still running. Not all they run, of course, but a good number of them they run. In fact, you go on the provincial route, now they only no more they run. So yes, of course, I could take credit for that. It happened under my watch.
This 100 boss we they talk about, so we get a lot of questions, and you even face parliament for that.
Yes, correct.
And people be actually the question, the quality of the boss, the money we they spend for the boss, and all of them things. And so question mark been there around the procurement, question mark been there around your involvement, how you go about different procedure for make sure that we get them boss. Then they correct.
Of course, question mark today. 5 years after, per every year, per the audit report, question marks not there, per every government procurement. That's what it is. It's a continuous process.
So wait, if people say, come on, you know why they ask you questions? I love to see people where they actually take the bigger positions. If una happen for take over power, now una get for dinner the center of attraction.
Of course.
And when it comes to, we know they say control, but discussing with the president, where we can call caretaker, discussing about national issue, and una can as well be advisor to them. So in terms of transportation, how you advise the president or the caretakers, we can call them, if una take over power?
If we take over power,
yes, please.
First, even though I was outgoing Minister of Transport, in me handing over notes, I left advice for let the government introduce school buses. Now, me start the introduction of school buses, but will not be enough at the time. Out of the 100 buses, we take about 10 or 15.
Sorry, you say now on start the initiative of school bus?
Yes.
No, sir, I don't agree.
There were school buses on the Logus Koroma. Go and find out.
Yes, it did, but not on a start initiative. I ride school bus.
Right about that. Maybe it happened before me.
Yes,
but doing what I mean now from under the APC government to the level where this new government don't take a now, you get forgive government credit for that.
Okay.
They don't take them to a higher level than we've been taken. Of course, me a fair person. Who say credit today for give? I like the party who are not there or the government who are not there. I will be fair to myself.
Yes. Okay, Superman, I see one coming, please.
Yes. No, I was one for that discussion of the get Honorable Logus, because again, we can then as social media. So I want to just confirm the boss will be procure. Then still they run.
Find out, and you are investigative journalists. No, let me not answer that question there. Find out from your own sources.
Okay, so if I can give you based on waiting me don't they find out, few they run, not all. Few they run, and you get a lot of them way pack right now Jue. I think they get one side that side of Jue.
Pack for.
Sorry, I'm not getting you.
For want of spare parts.
Yes, exactly.
All I had to do if I was in the ministry, now for go China, the same company will supply the buses, bring in Let them assess all of the spare parts where they need, procure them, bring the technician, then come back for another 3 or 4 months, then fix everything. That's spare parts. The carcass then they. The one that want to run. It's want of tires, it's want of engines, it's want of mirrors. That's not impossible to do.
Okay,
When una dey sorry Superman, when una dey procure for boss, you know why una no dey look for thing where una go get a spare parts easily instead of go back, go take experts for car watch the boss them and then spend of money.
Who spare parts you dey get is in Sierra Leone? Tell me.
Well, I just dey ask, who's one way una no dey?
Spare parts where you dey get easy in Salone, none. You either get for go Guinea, which has a more open economy, or you send from the UK or from other parts of the world. Who's reliable? A lot of the parts there where they can are fake parts. I don't go call the country the way they say that they come from for diplomatic reasons. But you buy shock absorber today, use them for 2 weeks, it's done. You buy tire, use them for 1 year, it's done. Mm-hmm. This is the reality of the situation.
Okay, Superman, come inside, please.
Yeah, no, what's make I be repeat that question there because what you do, we may see prominent SLPP bloggers them, they talk on social media, say, all them boss them, that be rotten boss them, all be don't point, none of them not in the street. So I'm glad that Logus don't confirm say there's still a one, which is going, I mean, people already watch this program, go able witness to that as well. We can encourage people them for tuning in and watch them program there because they talk to the people themselves.
Them boss then they ask pilgrimage, all the people that will go Hajj. Now them boss they carry them go Luge, now they go pick them back on now the provincial routes. As I say, not to me for answer that. You confirm that. Use your own sources.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Logus. But when you revert now to the APC party where you belong and you advise for become the national deputy chairman, the NEPA do the lower level elections. And again, party don't give them the go ahead again for do the lower level elections and so on. Throughout the whole process, what is your assessment of that process? And you say that you candidate to the vote of that process. What is your assessment? How you see the process?
The assessment is that we try. Because we've not been get a template for lower level elections. We're not hold them before in this way. This is our first time. We'll not get a template. So it's a learning process. And for a first attempt, if we get a right 80%, we pass with distinction. We get a right about 80%. The other 20% or so, then they rerun. Then they rerun 59 words out of 441 words. Ebo, will not pass with distinction.
Okay, Honorable Logus Koroma, why make I ask you that question? And one of the prominent place where problem be there with the APC lower level election, now the district to say you come on a Kono district. Why make you feel say the problem na Kono district be so prominent among the challenges them doing that lower level election day?
Because Kono district highly competitive. Kono district are the swing state of Sierra Leone politics. It can go either way, depending on the interests of the Kono people. That is why it's so competitive. It's a competitive district. It's a swing state. Now they determine whether they win the election, be it SLPP or APC. So of course, everybody is fighting for it. Everybody then interested in. Then they try for secure the interest. Then they try for promote the interest, including the government in power, the SLP.
But that, this fight, Honorable Logus, this time is purely between the APC, isn't it?
Purely between APC, SLP, and vice versa. Well, you don't understand African politics.
What I mean?
The Republic go inside Democratic Party business in America and vice versa.
Okay, so your suspicion is that the other party maybe says they can help for put some so that they will create some sort of sabotage.
Categorically underline the word maybe. It's a possibility.
Okay. Okay, then now we move away from the one day small. Now we also focus on the upcoming elections. We know say the APC party didn't accord for this PAC system. Many Sierra Leoneans they get worried that the tension very high in relation to these upcoming elections. APC people also get worried say they don't hear plenty talk from the main ruling party SLPP say whatever they do, they go win the election anyway. So regardless if the people vote against them, they go win the election anyway. That's a very frequent, a very popular na social media from SLPP bloggers them.
What will be then a power will not be talk that?
Yes.
That's what we say they talk. So that's why every government they talk. That whatever you do, then go win the election. And they talk.
Yes, but you, what are they come to us?
And 2018, who talker?
Yeah, I know so not talker.
Yes.
Yes, but it did not. It never did. What are the guy for come to Honorable Logus?
Talker. That means say it go be. We talk in 2018. We say we go there power 50 years. Not so. Why not be?
Okay, pass it talker.
Well, me we be the talker say we dey 50 years.
50. Why make we talker say we dey 50 years?
Because we want continue for develop the country, and we don't want let them pull with the power.
So that make we talk as well 50 years, but we not be confident. We just talk no more.
Of course, the politics. The politics.
Okay, no, but what maybe the time for land power is the reassurance to the people who has the main opposition party. What you gonna go do for make sure say the election when they come and go be free and fair, and waiting the people and votes then go come out.
Now, like what you will do, Nasama Bendugo, where I was a polling agent. I go sit down in a classroom, I sleep in a ground, I sit down as polling agent from morning till the country votes then done. Me former minister, everybody can dey. The EU ambassador can dey. The British High Commissioner can dey. The head of NEC, he can dey. He said, Mr. Logus, where he said you there you a polling agent. I said, look, me sit down in a classroom branch. This is what we have to do to ensure that the election is free and fair. The quality and caliber of the people that way they send for go preside over the elections. We did it in 110, we won. We did it in Koya, we won. We did it in Sama Bendugu, we won. We are going to do it again in 2023. And inshallah, we will win.
You know, the truth of the matter is, when person listen to you, and they see the I don't know how to put them, but I actually enjoy the talk where some other people can say the sabi talk they come out of you. You know, but let's go again. let me go again into your sector where you've been there. And Superman go basically they bumping for the party on side. What's me good in the national own flavor. Let's go back to the transport sector. This government right now, the knock chest say they are the superpower when it comes to transport. For example, then they do the Lunge airport right now. As a former transport minister, you don't see the project, you don't assess them. What do you think?
The first rehabilitation of Lunge, modernization of Lunge airport, now on the way.
We have been calling the facelifting.
Lunge modernization, not a face modernization project. We did it. The record was set as transport minister. I don't think any transport minister will set at any time soon.
So what do you think about this one where they now in the airport?
Under my watch, there were 13 airlines. I brought 13 airlines to this country. Turkish Airlines, where me bring come, now to Istanbul, now a hub for business in this country. A lot of business, Sierra Leonean businesses now, they're not they go China for building materials, for household goods, for furniture. Now Istanbul, go to Turkey. Go to Istanbul, you see thousands and thousands of Sierra Leonean businesses. Thousands and thousands of Sierra Leonean businessmen. It's shorter from Turkey to here. A lot of business people now, not Turkey that they do business. Now me bring airlines kind of sector. I did that under the transport sector. I brought buses. We modernized the airports. We rehabilitated the ferry. We brought in several estuary transportation companies under my watch. The records are there for you to see, for you to investigate and prove what I'm saying, whether it's true or false.
Okay, so you not still answer the question. How you go access this airport right now when they do?
The airport where I go access, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's a new terminal. It's a new terminal. I don't think it's a new airport because all of the components of a new airport, I don't think they're present in this new airport. Yes, it looks good, and I would assess it as good for a new terminal, not for a new airport.
So, but you up to standard. Nothing this way you say for be like for work on.
Well, I think I not go to it, but what I don't see the pictures for a new terminal, you look they up to standard because I think you get one escalator where maybe before fine if they get more, at least two instead of one. Because the one escalator, you go to some shopping malls them in the UK, you go to Westfield, for example, and get past 30 escalator.
Mm-hmm.
So one escalator in the airport, maybe it could have been two. Then get two jet bridges where you don't need for can down the plane. You go through the jet. But it's a good start. It's a good start.
If you've been in a power, at this time, you for be still prefer the Mamama over this tower?
Of course, because Mamama, apart from the fact that Mamama was a new airport, there was the new city. Look at the congestion of Freetown. Mamama would have expanded the city onto Koya, onto Mashaka. Mamama had the component of a new rail system, light rail, where before they take passengers from Mamama to Waterloo or Wellington. Mamama had the possibility of relocating the capital of Freetown. Look at the parliament, it's already congested. You need to move the parliament. Look at the law courts, congested. You have to move the law courts. Look at the seat of the presidency. Maybe you want to consider moving it. Diplomatic missions, ministerial departments. You need a new city. Freetown is congested. There's no more land for development in Freetown. Mamama would have provided that room for development like you have Abuja in Nigeria. So if I was minister, I would have advised the president for us to continue with Mamama. Lunge, yes, we have a brand new terminal. It's nice, but still you have the problem of the estuary crossing. You still get for cross the ferry. Freetown are the only city where you sit on a plane, you sit on a motorcar, you sit on a water before you reach the hotel or before you reach the house. Conakry, from the airport, Bessia, to the center of town, about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Accra, the same. Banjul, the Gambia, the same. Lagos, the same. Almost everywhere in West Africa is the same, except Freetown, where you have to get off the plane, sit down on the bus, sit down on the boat before you can get home after flying for hours. That is a disincentive for tourism and for business.
Okay, so can you go a bit inside your party? You actually go for the national deputy chairperson, where it means say this position very, very much important. You get for be the face after the chairman, representing the party, and you think say you get a face for actually represent the party without people pointing finger at you for wrongdoings?
Well, what are they really point finger at for wrongdoing?
Okay.
Then Biden way point finger at Trump. Instead, they don't point finger at her now. So pointing finger, even una what they do now on vocation, so as journalists, then they point finger at una. So that is something that is part of politics. It is part of everyday life. But you ask me a pertinent question. If this position where they go for, I feel say they not go point finger, then point finger at me when I was national elections coordinator. But I won the 2012 elections in the first round. They pointed finger to me, on me, as diaspora coordinator.
And that particular point, say, na day you begin actually, well, I'm not going to say na day begin make your name, but na day you begin get the ground, the old, because na the time down the way, like people like me begin for take note of you.
Well, not today, sometimes the day where I begin get me name in politics. Maybe I'm not sure how old you are, but that was 1970.
Yeah, and they talk about the recent generation.
I was a student leader in Frabe College.
Yeah,
In
then tell them, and they talk about the national politics, as person way actually, because it's very important. That 2012, they, because of the strategic role we play, me see, and I be the monitor by then as a journalist, watch the things then, you be very much strategic. That was important that you come up with them. It be very much strategic. But still, you don't do well for the party. You don't make the win 2012 election. That's good. Now a very big thing that you cap. But still inside, I'm still concerned about how people go get for look at you. If you feel say it's very much okay for let the party get you as deputy and go again this time for another election.
Well, I have a record of performance. I have 46 years of service in the APC. From my student days, head of the international division of the APC in 1977.
All right, you still listen to collaboration with Salone TV Live and Weird. Okay, we get Logus Koroma. We actually the making points. Please go ahead, sir. The line be all you just now.
Diaspora coordinator in 2012. I took the diaspora from a few branches to 30 branches. I played a vital role in getting the diaspora to become the 6th region of the party. These are all political accolades to my record. Diaspora coordinator, national elections coordinator, the first appointment of its kind, national coordinator for the 50th Independence Anniversary celebrations. I've been the coordinator general of the...
Right, I think the internet, they all am up. All right, you might not actually mute. You might not mute right now. You might not mute right now if you get to it, please. Mr. Koroma, you might not mute. Yes, please, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. You will make a point to not get that.
Yes, I said...
All right, you still watch live exclusive interview with Logus Koroma. We now the former transport minister. We as well to go for the national deputy chairman for the APC party. And the line be actually the Olam. Yes, still they get some issue with the line. Still they get some issue. But please, if you join me right now, please continue for share and like the program as a important national issues and day. We actually they try for put to them. In a be one term minister of the last government, we mean say you get a lot of things that we if you don't do, where you actually need for know. Some of you get question around the good things then, some of you get question around allegation and cases them over. So you get for ask you question now. Yes, we still wait for them for come inside as the
internet. Just tell Famul and quickly say tomorrow, this same time tomorrow 9 p.m. Salone and UK time and 4 p.m. Eastern time, we go get the other APC flag bearer aspirant lawyer Abubakar Kaloko. So lawyer Abubakar Kaloko go deal with we tomorrow 9 p.m. And again, I think on Wednesday, I don't know if we don't get out with it, we'll get Dr. Kaifala Mara. Wednesday go deal with we 9 p.m. on Wednesday. These are all APC flag bearer aspirants then. So Famulem, una follow the platform, una like and follow. So whenever we get program, una go get notification automatically. Una no go miss nothing because waiting do we bring out now this time we bring out plenty politicians them. We can hold them accountable now. We ask them question. So then question we write them down, we record them. Tomorrow the same question will go back for revert to them if them politicians are gonna kind of power. So what will they do? So now a collective duty between who now they watch we and the politicians then. We all go always self accountable so that we will get Mama Salone going forward.
Okay, so we still wait for Logus Koroma for come inside when the line will give them the chance for do so. But please now for like the program and share them from any platform where you watch from right now. Salone TV Live 1 on Facebook. We are on Facebook and then you get we are again on YouTube. Please any platform where you watch from right now. please continue for like the program. We on Facebook, YouTube, we get 202 with 71 likes. Please increase the like for we so we more people will able for discover the program we with the stream right now. We're in a live interview with Logus Koroma. We na former minister of the minister of the former government, and you as well watch live na Salone TV live. You know, the likes as well. We as well concerned. Salone TV live, please. We get a lot of people when they watch one. I just don't give you 7 likes na Salone TV live. Please increase the like and share the program on Salone TV live. And then on We Yard again on We Yard, we get a lot of people we actually they watch on We Yard na the Facebook. We get 154 with 72. Please increase the likes, and same goes to the Facebook with 213. 75 likes. Increase the like, please, and share the program. Welcome back, sir. The internet will look the old you up.
Yeah.
Yes. We will actually discuss issues them. You know, I go actually want for ask you just about the face of the party. You know, now you get for go if you win, you get for do a lot of more workload day now than ever. You know, because in as much as but we ask you not do a conclusion. You feel say this government don't work for now. For make work for now simple in the election?
If this government don't
work for now, don't make una work for campaign, don't simple for the 2020 election. Because a lot of una they talk that.
I believe so. I definitely believe so, because when you go to social media and you look at what's blogging, you would see that a lot of people in this country want to change.
But a lot of people, they say what thing happen at the social media and what thing they happen in reality, not are two different things. In fact, the situation with regards the way how people suffer is not as equal as what thing in the social media.
Well, that's even better, because the situation on the ground where people they suffer, as you say, for transportation, for putting food on the table on a daily basis. Today, everybody they complain about the increase in tariff by the mobile companies, BU SLPP, BU APC. Everybody is complaining. In fact, the SLPP forum some of them they complain more on the increase in tariff than the APC forum them. And some of them they ask the president for intervene, His Excellency the President, for intervene and reverse the astronomical increase in tariffs will happen today. So it affects everybody.
So the last term, 2018, when Una been in power, and then 2017-18, when opposition by then, Marabio be the campaign, they talk about all the problem them and say, then go hit the ground running. In other words, as they come, then go fix all the things them as fast as possible, especially with the issue of bread and butter in 6 months and then be giving. Yeah? So people been believe them. People been feel say, yes, this they get the solution to the problem. But the unfortunate for say, 4 years, 5 years where they don't come, they still they blame the last government. 4 years, 5 years, then still they cry say, these are just the fake excuses everywhere. You think say una, without them pack on a bag, on a bundle, and grab una, na that power. You think say una don't get the solution for the problem now?
Ebo, we fundamentally different.
Yes, una
because
different.
We know how.
Now
we know how.
Wait, you are we say the problem right now a bigger password to una left?
Look. For let country develop, you get to create the enabling environment for businesses, for investors. You have to create an environment who say people then go willing for come and invest their money. The APC good for that. We sabi open up the country to business. We sabi open up the country to foreign investors. We sabi open up the country where they're not going to get bottlenecks for investors. For some reasons, we don't see Boku investors in the Canada, this country. That is very clear. Why is that? The government get to do something about that for attract investment. That is the only way, because government is the biggest provider of jobs. But if investment not there, you get a limit on which internal revenue you can raise taxes and impose taxes. There is a limit. You have to have outside investment. And outside investment comes with conditionalities on the ground. So I think, say, in that direction, the APC able for attract more investment, more jobs, and more prosperity into the country.
Una no go come back and tell we say, oh, the way I've been see the problem, oh, they're outside. Because I quote the president right now. Yeah. He say the problem oh you dey inside is different from what you be see outside. When you come inside, you get for begin to try how the tweak the manifesto promises there for fit the way how the things then go in the country. You sure someone know they can give you excuses?
President Koroma been tell una that. They don't be ever tell
This time not to President Koroma.
They tell una say, and they turn the country into a works yard on day one. He tell una say in 90 days, and they give una 100 megawatts of electricity in Freetown. He tell una say I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And he don't ever come back to una tell una say this thing what be say I not be able to do am because I not be no say why they out of power. Now so it's difficult where you don't come inside. No, we are not going to say that. We have never said that, and we will not say that.
Like a lot of una they actually bank on the legacy of the former caretaker for actually doing a campaign.
The former caretaker, which caretaker?
The Ernest by Koroma. I tell you, just not say that's how we call them.
You say on the campaign? Who say you don't?
No. You don't get the question.
Are we the campaign? What do they bank on?
No. You don't get the question. I say a lot of una they bank on a legacy for campaign.
No, we are not. But also it is part of our history. We don't bank on a legacy for campaign. Yes, but at the same time, we are proud of his legacy. We are going to refer to it, but we are not going to bank on it 100%.
Superman, come inside, please.
Okay, thank you very much, Brother Shengbe Pierre. And we guess what we get in at the platform, Mr. Logus Koroma, we also the vibe for become the national deputy chairman of the APC party. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say again tomorrow, 9 p.m. UK and Salone time, we will bring up another APC flag bearer aspirant where na lawyer Kaloko go deal with me. Then on Wednesday, we will bring up Dr. Kaifala Marawe, also an APC flag bearer aspirant. Mr. Logus Koroma, why make the people in the APC go trust the process where they go on so in terms of now we don't begin to say the people that were supposed for conduct the national as well as the flag bearer election, they already somebody did it where they vie for a position at the national level back. So how will people have confidence in them people in the ITGC for many people to conduct a free and fair election for the national and the flag bearer elections going forward?
Then they are going left for left and to the courts. No matter within a court, I don't want to be held for contempt. So I'm not going for refer to any issue where they before the courts.
No, what I mean, I thought the court young one in Paseo. What I mean, Mr. Logus Koroma, you they contest for that election day for national position. Somebody there when they're responsible for conduct the election, not national election. But when they're responsible for conduct that election day, it says they stand for national position. Are you see that one?
So it's the people that when they conduct the election when they run for. You sabi them? We not sabi them.
No, according to the judge in rulings
for position. I don't know.
Okay, I will tell you that go for position there. Now, Mr. Obundu, they run for national chairman of the party. And according to the judge say the IITMC, they conducted a region. He said the national and flag bearer now the ITGC. And Mr. Bundu, a member of the ITGC, but in the run for become a chairman. So I see that.
But not to the IGTC, they conduct election. Now the TIIEMC, headed by lawyer Ibrahim Sori.
No, then they conducted because don't get Mr. Ibrahim Sori on this platform. He said then they conducted the regional, then they stop. He said the national and the flag bearer, and they revert back to the ITGC and for take care of that. He said because the judge don't change by ruling. He said so the latest ruling gets is that then they go to regional, now then they stop, then the national and flag bearer, now the ITGC for conductor.
Well, Udana the chairman for the National Delegates Conference. It's not going to be Peter Conte. It's not going to be Ibrahim Bondo. So the person where they name as chairman for the National Delegates Conference, now they preside. So wait until you hear that.
Yes, but what I mean says, Honorable Logus Koroma, the idea that somebody within the ITGC, when they're responsible for the national election, that person they contest for position where eager for being a flipper. How do you see that kind of that? Do you think it's
not to the IGTC responsible for the national election, the National Delegates Convention? Now this I don't talk 3 times, but you know seem for they get that. Not to the responsible. They are going to name a convention chairman. The chairman of the convention, now they lay down the rules, like we did in Potloko. There was a convention chairman. In 2005, it was Ambassador Bokari Stevens, who was the chairman. So the chairman of the convention, now they lay down the rules. It's not going to be Alfred Peter Conte. It's not going to be Ibrahim Bondo.
No, but who do they appoint the chairman for that convention?
Well, the courts get a say in that. Justice Fisher gets a say in that.
Okay, well, thank you very much. You make up now we understand differently. Because like what I say, we don't get lawyer Ibrahim Sorinaya, when we pose the same question to him, he was quite convinced that there is an anomaly. Again, we don't lose Mr. Logus Koroma. Very hopefully the internet all and force, but hopefully will join me back. The conversation has been very interesting. We continue for share this particular program so that we know now say hundreds and hundreds of people they watch this program live, and plenty people all about the world. They hear Honorable Logus Koroma, how they explain to me plenty critical things. Like what they say, Mr. Logus Koroma, we don't get the chairman for the IITI EMC. Now, yeah, so
yes,
Ibrahim so
yes.
We put this proposition to him as well. Immediately time for talk say, well, he hope say where the ITGC come back, maybe they get for look into this and try for see waiting for do. Because if that is the case, there is clearly a conflict of interest. Now I make one verify back as somebody where they contest, but it's fine. You don't explain to me differently. Hopefully, other as the time they go around, people will know what will happen going forward.
So
yes, indeed. I believe the chairman will be appointed for take we through the convention and the National Delegates Conference.
Okay.
Okay, over to you, brother. Maybe I think you want to see something.
Yes. Let me go. You see, right now, one of the things that way people could consider saying a problem, you know, now the APC as we did so right now the different faction them we don't hear about inside the APC. In as much as now that they try to put things them in place, but the faction them, you know, now it really don't bring a lot of problems. So let's ask you this question: whose faction will you belong?
Me, I belong to the APC faction.
Okay. And they support whose candidate for flag bearer?
I'm candidate for flag bearer because I have to be neutral. I'm running for the position of National Deputy Chairman, and I have to be ready and willing for work with anybody we win.
Okay, according to what I understand, you know one person way one for see the APC unite. In other words, you they try for see how best can bring can people them, and you know one of the people them way actually campaign for lay Sam Sumana return back to the party.
Why not? Returning back to the party, me tell anybody say let Sam Sumana come back as flag bearer. I did not. Returning back to the party, yes. Even as I sit here. Because every vote counts. Now President Bio, they beg people that will left the party so for come back na them. Why? Anybody who the party expel who want for come back? Why not for come back? Tell me why.
So if at all, this now if Sam Sumana the intention for become a flag bearer no work, you actually feel say you go able for get the team again together and go as a formidable force for the 2023 election, or will they see possibility for a left back?
That is why I said in Cambia, I said let us not repeat the mistakes of 2018. What do I mean? In 2018, when Dr. Samuel Kamara was selected in conformity with the constitution of the party, And by the way, that selection constitution day, it served we well. Under President Ernest Bai Koroma, it lead we to 2 victories in 2007 and 2012. The selection constitution, it brings stability in the party, it brings peace in the party. So there was nothing wrong with it. But it don't serve beyond time. That time they don't pass. Selection not there again. But what happened in Makeni? After Dr. Samuel Akama was selected as flag bearer, what did the other flag bearer contenders then do? They abandoned him. They left handled. So why did they do that? Because maybe some of them they not been given the respect to they deserve. Some of them they not talk to them as a body. Said, yeah, I don't get this selection. So we don't get this selection. So because afterwards, now we ask President Koroma, let's select in conformity with the constitution. Who say, "Pa, you select." He said, "When they say I select, but tomorrow now when the same one go criticize me after I don't select," and that is exactly what happened. When the party don't select, don't people then come back? Oh, the party don't select. We not let Kuda select. We not they support this man. Then go there, sit down, then fall and then fall foot. Let we not repeat that mistake there in 2023. In 2023, whoever emerge, everybody, including Chief Samsumana, if you don't come back to the party, if God say not to him, anybody where the party elect, everybody else for go bear now. And even me, when they run for the position of Deputy National Chairman, if I not win, the person will win. I they shake your hand and I they continue for work for the APC party.
Okay, that brings me to 2 questions. Number 1, how frequently you can talk to Sam Sumana?
Oh, almost every day.
And what's the basic party issue you talk about? I can discuss.
Party issue about the intention for return to the APC. He says he's born APC, he will die APC.
Wait. Intention for return to the APC?
Yes, for complete the process. The process don't start. They don't write a letter for say, we don't accept you, we don't reinstate you at the APC party. Ambassador Yansane, the then Secretary General of the party, he write that letter. The letter there, he said, but subject to endorsement by the National Delegates Conference. So the process don't start. Now complete the process, not completed.
And you think, say, he gets any intention for become flag bearer? For me to una discuss?
You go ask her that question.
No, please. Una don't they talk several times.
I can't for him. I cannot talk for
you na in brother, you na in bosom. He don't talk to you personally.
You they talk to your brother. You can talk for your brother.
No, but I know talk for but I would know exactly what he intend for do. You know, the beginning, I begin tell you say we need for call things by name. They don't talk to you about the intention.
Not to even me talk to you. Don't tell the whole world say one be flag bearer. So not to me therefore talk that.
So you just don't want for say yes, you don't talk to me about that.
He not get for talk to me. You know, they talk to the whole world. Say he won't be flag bearer. Okay. He said it. He's saying it today. He said it yesterday. He has said it day before yesterday. So that is no secret. But not to me go talk for her.
All right. So the way how you see the APC, you know, you don't actually call for they don't make the mistake of 2018. We're very much crucial, very much important. But again, what do you will say about the words them way to go around right now with regards, hey, this party, because I listen to you. I think this relates to what you say. You say it might be or maybe the ruling going to use people them for actually bring sonko. You think there's some more than they within on a party from the ruling government?
Oh, I wouldn't say that categorically. I'm not going to say that because I don't have any evidence.
Okay.
When they say things like that, you get to provide evidence.
Correct. And another question I will ask you with regards to the PPRC, I just want quick thing no more because we don't actually they run and need to get busy schedule. You know, PPRC, what you make up of PPRC and the role in the political party them. You feel say PPRC they play a role for help una for succeed, or then they play a role for help una for make una actually not succeed?
Under the difficult circumstances, the PPRC and the chairman, Masiande Bangura, is doing well. It is doing best. And look at where we are. the first difficult set of elections we will get that the ward elections. Because that day was free, it was open to all. The next stage when at the constituency elections, now the delegates them, they go vote. So if you don't get delegate card, you know they go vote. The delegates from the ward level, now then they vote at the constituency. The delegates from the constituency, now then they vote at the district. The delegates from the district, now then they vote from for the region. Then you get all them body days together now, and then they constitute the delegates for the National Delegates Conference. So we don't go through the most difficult part. We are getting there. We are on the home stretch, as the Americans would say.
I see. Sorry that I come inside quick for ask you question. Not to you one. Sorry.
I like beaucoup question.
I know. not to you that the only person where they go for the position of deputy national, national deputy chairperson. You are aware of that, right?
Of course, I have two women.
Two. One have no but. One not be no but. So when I get two.
No, I have two.
I wish I can get the other one as well. I'll talk to him again.
Oh yes, the former deputy minister of works, Kadisise. That's the second one. Of course, the other one, Mrs. Jennifer Kagbo.
Yes, Jennifer, we don't talk to her. You don't talk to him. I wish we can get the other one, but I think Supermed don't take note of that one day. It would nice for let me get them as well. Let me hear it from them. So the question, based on that, the question what they ask you. Let me go inside your file and look at the pros. Well, then go say you profile. Why you feel say you are the better candidate for that position? But
I see beaucoup poster them people and they say I don't need an APC 40 years. When I ask them this 40 years, what you don't do for APC? What have you done for the party? I have a 46-year record where I can chronologically tell you at every stage whose position I hold and what I don't do for the APC party. And I want to assure you, say all of the positions they wouldn't give me, without being proud, I delivered.
And person will say you don't begin work for the APC from Siaka Steven in term.
Of course.
Yes. Teto and Koroma in term and now this regime.
No, don't forget Momo. Momo in term as well.
Now make us say from and Siaka Steven in term.
So I've served all three APC presidents in top position.
So people will say, yeah, but una don't go through the bad, the good, and the ugly. Why una not give chance to the new breed?
Yeah, well, the new breed then get the experience we'll get, then get the commitment we'll get, then get the consistency we'll get. In politics, you have to be consistent. In politics, you have to be committed. In politics, you have to be experienced. Do they have it? So that's why it should be a blend of the old and the new. Then we will pass up to the new and we exit at the appropriate time.
Let's take you that you same position here that we don't take to 46 years into politics now the country. 46. If I can remember, if I can remember, at one point you and Siaka Steven get issue, wait, you say, oh, but wait, not go for this position. Kala send you first now the provinces, you go work there. From there, you come back, you begin go then can you go overseas. I think I follow you and able for know most of the things that way you don't do. But I ask you this question. Yeah. When it comes to the national picture, plenty people they say from Siaka Steven term to now, they're all responsible for the bad state where the country they pass. So you back responsible, right?
Everybody responsible.
No, everybody not responsible. Una be the greatest responsibility.
SLPP responsible, APC responsible.
Yes, no, that I know. But I talk about, I not say the party, I know they talk about the party on side. Because we don't say yes, APC and SLPP. Yes, individually. You self be a greatest responsibility.
If there is a Logus Koroma that been president,
na be minister,
of course,
na be director, na be different.
Na president then be the greatest responsibility.
Okay, let me make fine. Una support the greatest bearer for let me date to this point.
We support with him.
The one that way all the greatest responsibility as you say na the president's name, but una self battle them follow those out this now.
Of course, everybody responsible. All ministers, all deputy ministers, all directors, all permanent secretary, everybody responsible.
So why you want come back into politics? You feel say una the correct what una be don't do?
Of course.
Why you so much confidence say una go able correct her now? If they say if you not correct something when you young, say you reach to 60 years, yeah, when you dey retire now you go able for correct her.
Now that time day you don't seize it. Now that time you don't mature.
Okay. But I shall be allowed coming as the first for round up quickly. One thing where I want to bring come to Mr. Logus Koroma in attention is like when if they mention something like that, similar something like that, the talk where plenty people they talk, they say babu walk monkey eat. What do they see in the diaspora?
Then we are waiting there.
No, I mean, you know, sorry for this, but you answer the way they give me, they make adjust the anyway, sorry about that. Continue, Superman.
It's been very interesting discussion tonight. Very interesting. I mean, we tell Logus Koroma plenty thank you that very straight to the point, which is very good, and I believe say people then go like you for that because again they will see fairness in whatever they say.
Yeah.
But what I therefore say, one saying where plenty APC people then get, Mr. Logus Koroma, is that monkey walk babu eat. We they see plenty people them. Now even at the diaspora what we do, we right now diaspora for plenty position them na the APC. We they make recent examples say even where APC go in opposition, when them they face boku wahala, them people have fall foot, not do nothing. Now when they don't come for position, they all don't gap. Say they want position at the party, then go able to spend XYZ and sabi XYZ. Wetin una go do? Wetin go be your advice to the party in relation to the kind approach here into politics? If you dey advise the party, wetin dem for do? How dem for choose or vote for the candidate wisely?
Now una they do so. Who say you don't see when they call APC candidates then for can talk why they want for run for positions? When they call we from all over. Supermed they call we in station. Sengbe they call we in station. This they call we. That they call we. And they get interviews there almost every week. So as the other candidates, all one council, then they call we. From all over the world. In Sierra Leone, Epic Radio, 98.1, all of the radios. So everybody is now held to account. You know the gap no more. You say you want position.
No, Mr. Logus Koroma, you get vast experience about the diaspora. You are the diaspora coordinator. You know one of the person and one of the pillar them for introduce this sixth region. The diaspora as a sixth region to the APC party. And the time for ask you now in relation not to the national politician, but the diaspora politician them. Because plenty feedback all they get at the diaspora discussion them is plenty of them people that don't grab now say they want position at the diaspora. These people were missing in action where APC actually is struggle. So what's going to be your advice? Like you saw, we don't be the coordinator, now the diaspora. What's going to be your advice to the party in relation to how
vote for them? Don't vote for them. Don't vote for them.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes, go ahead.
The delegates are not full. They sabi all man. This time, you see, this is a unique moment in the history of the APC party. This new constitution we don't get, it don't change the political dynamics within the APC. You know, a party we don't use selection. For all of these years, the December 5, 1995 selection constitution is no more. Now, everybody, including the flag bearer position, has to be elected for. No more selection. So therefore, the people then get an opportunity, the delegates, including diaspora, the delegates in the diaspora, right now, that they can send delegations all over the world to the diaspora for whole elections in North America, na Canada, na Australia, na Asia, na Africa, na mainland Europe, and UK and I. Who say on this show? Oh yes, the team said they can. Who say you don't hear that happen before? Friday will just they go normal. We say, okay, what I want for chairman, then tell we. What I want for secretary, then tell we. If not 3 people then come out, we say una go hang it, una can't give you 1 post. Then go hang it there. That is no more. It is no more. Now you have to
listen.
contest on merit.
I get two questions for you before we go. Quick one. One
Yes.
direct a question we come from the face now from the YouTube channel. He say you talk say because of Una gets all the experience, that's why Una very much appropriate for the position, right? Like for you, one become chairman. So they say if Una not give the young one them chance for let them work and get experience, how then go get the experience?
Good question. Let the young one then can team up for deputy chairman. I don't see any young man to not come up for team up for deputy chairman. So I'm inviting the young to come forward and contest for deputy chairman for the party.
So what about me? We not get party card if I want for contest for that position there.
Ebo, the laws of Sierra Leone say you belong to one political party.
All right, I just aside. So the other question where I want for basically ask you, and about the COI, you know, somebody they say you actually go for the COI for the position, but you now one person we get like 3 houses them where this government don't to line say 3 property them where this government don't to line say then they seize. You know, I get this scenario where the bill come. Abbas Bundu, you remember at one point Jankaba in government and so them be seized in property there, but now we in at the Speaker of Parliament and they don't get in property back. Yeah, you aware of that?
Of course.
Yes. So yourself, why you want that strategic position there? So yourself want tomorrow if this government sees your property tomorrow, where yourself come if you take your property then back?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I mean, the government can come, can decide for take my family property, then take an unfinished house na me hand, even though in my own way I justify say the family property and this, and there's a pending appeal. So that's not the discretion of the government. If the government wants, then give you back. If the government wants, then not give you back. You understand? So if they're not give you, they're not give you. You're not born calm at this world with hosts. You're not born calm at this world with property. It's not the end of your life.
So
no.
if tomorrow for the 2023 election, you want for sit down, for example, in a panel with, for example, Prince Adin, for talk about national issue. Because I know one thing about this government. Whenever you want for talk national issue and you want for get edge over them, then go decide for go personal. You think say if they use then COI case against you, they're not going to totally put you out of the discussion?
Now me one don't go COI. People are not the SLPP will go COI or we get issues. It not necessarily mean say because you get issues, it's proven. No. Will not be don't get president of this country. We go COI, we then say not forever old office now life take die. You not become president of this country. Yes, he did. I know they call name.
Tijankaba.
It happened.
Okay, so finally, whose word will you use for convince potential delegates them for votes for you?
Potential delegates. Logus Koroma gets a proven record of service to the APC. Logus Koroma gets a proven record of commitment to the APC. Logus Koroma gets a proven record of consistency with the APC. You don't know any other party in life for 46 years but the APC. Logus Koroma, they deliver. You just give him the task. He will deliver. And he has a proven record of delivery. And for him 46 years, now the APC, if you ask him, every year, he will tell you what he been to do for work for the APC, both at home and abroad. Logus Koroma delivered as National Elections Coordinator in the first round victory for former President Ernest Bai Koroma. Logus Koroma delivered for the diaspora from a few branches to 30 branches, 30 in 5 continents. I did it. Logus Koroma played a vital role in the transformation of the diaspora to the 6th region of the party, to the extent that the diaspora now don't become so very important. Then they are the IGTC, then they are the TIMC, then PPRC, they call them everywhere, the courts, they call them. Who did it? Logus Koroma. Logus Koroma knows about the election. Logus Koroma head the Electoral Commission. as secretary to the electoral commission and chief elections officer in this country under President Joseph Saidu Momo. Ebo, whose experience more you want?
You said chief electoral commissioner?
I was.
Really?
I was.
That
In
confess. That confess.
1992.
The truth that Salone politics, Salone governance issue, you see don't say the tick one.
Big time.
Anyway, Superman, over to you. Because if I want to ask more questions, we not go grab here. And that meeting when you get, you not going to go. Especially when you don't tell me now, say that you don't even put an in the election business of the country. More questions just to come up the aid. But Superman, please take over.
Okay, then thank you very much, Brother Shengwe. I want to tell family plenty thank you. I mean, when they watch now numerous platform, then patient and contribution is highly welcome. Now they keep the conversation going, and that is very much relevant. Again, Brother Shengwe mentioned that time all they fall fruits, say anomics for politics. That time they don't pass. Politics now everything about your life. If you gonna mark it, you say all thing there now politics. If you begin not get bench for sit at school, now politics. If you go to hospital and medicine all day, now politics. And again, by the way, we are say, I don't know, now up the districts and begin and die there because of power outage. All that one in politics. So it is very much encouraging that we Salonians, oh my God, all of us at the four corners of the world, we are interested in the political happenings in our country. That they develop and promote democracy. A part of God, democracy now is sababu, we get for deliver our country. So today, now we continue with the conversation. Now we be fully informed and make the right decision for the country. They're not gonna tell you again, oh, you know what's in the happen. Do you have now make sure so we contribute, we linear nothing for move the country forward by making sure we elect the right people them for govern we. And on behalf of Salone TV Live 1, and also Bola Shengwe from Muyad and in numerous platforms them, and so many people they watch we wanted we guest tonight, Mr. Logus Koroma, where they aspire for become the national deputy chairman of the APC party. Plenty thank you. It has been a fascinating interview. It don't give you some really outstanding response. You know, it's one of the I must say one of the finest orators don't get of late now this platform.
If you don't praise and so what do you think about the old program today? What do you think?
No, and they can't make like they get the last word. No, so
we want to know if you
get the last word.
Sengbe cannot stop laughing.
Yes, I'm gonna get the last word. So, Famule, before we go give Mr. Logus Koroma the last word. Make it talk to potential delegates and people, them Salonians in general. So over to you, Mr. Logus Koroma, and
first of all, I want to say thanks to Una on the social media platforms for this thing Una they do so. This is new in Sierra Leone politics for hold people accountable. Anybody who wants him up for any position, when they call him, they ask him, what's in your credentials? Why you believe say you deserve this position? Why you believe say you fit for this position? What in your record? What in your future plans? Una do unto every candidate. It will change the face of politics in the country. So I want for commend Una, I want for let Una continue. And let somebody not just grab no more. They say, oh, I don't do APC 50 year. You don't do APC 50 year. What you don't do for APC in that 50 year? What have you done? What is your record? You see, when they give people a pass, then just they can't tell you that say 50 years. This person you don't take at this party. Oh. Not knowing that, the person not do nothing for it. And so the delegates them, una know we all, una sabi all, una know we, una vote for the right people in the right place. We're going to make a difference in the party. So now we want that to the delegates. And again, I want to thank you, Supermed. This is the second time you are co-hosting an interview with me. If you want to do it the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time, I'm ready. And Sengbe, anytime you ready for me, myself ready.
No, I'm not really ready for you at all. In fact, people, somebody just call me say we can normally we can get tradition for open line where people go ask questions and just they ask me say if we know the open line for it today. But I don't beg.
When I get time, I ready?
No, I think we need for next time we'll do our next time.
Okay.
Or Superman, what do you think?
No, well, we'll take one or two questions if they don't mind. One or two questions.
Because I just get a call where this person just they come and then we really want to ask you some few questions then.
Let it ask me.
Okay, well I just like that. You know, interestingly, before this time I've been not saying you know somebody where you talk, you really the talk. And I'll be telling you say not to the first time this for actually, interview. So I'm glad that you actually did on the platform today for let me talk about then things there. So, but anyway, let me go quick one and take some few calls then no more. And I take 1 minute per call. 1 minute per call, just 1 minute. Please, you wait one for add the voice side. I'm not done safe. Now wait small bit. Now wait last set for now wait. Okay, let we go. Let us see that the first person be. Welcome to the program. Your name and you said you call from. Go direct to the point and ask you question. 1 minute. Reduce the volume of your set. Listen to your phone. Okay, we go to another call. We're not getting enough time. Welcome to the show, please. Your name and you said you call from. You get 1 minute.
Yeah, good evening. We are good evening.
Good evening. How are you? Just go to the point quick and ask a question.
Yeah, the question we ask Mr. Koroma is that if he lost the election, what thing he takes towards the party?
Thank you very much.
Thank
you. If you lost the election, what thing will be take to the party? What thing will be?
I will call them.
I think I miss the name. But I'll take and say as the first caller. I will begin take the name there now. Now we'll go and take this one. Hello, caller. Your name and who you call from?
Yeah, my name Musa. They call from Sweden.
Musa from Sweden. Go ahead. You get 1 minute to take your question, please.
Yeah. I just want to ask Logus one question concerning some Maswana.
Yes.
We don't left the party. If anything, because it don't serve the party more than 40 years. Mm-hmm. The way Sam Maswana behaved 2018. If he thinks Sam Maswana will get chance for Gam for maybe a flag bearer, when he lost the position, when he knows he will not Gam, he knows he not be get the tendency for let him get the flag bearer, he will form his own party.
Right.
And now he don't come.
Very much. You don't exceed the time. We don't get a question. You get a question where I ask, please. Mr. Balogu, you get a question?
Oh yes,
okay,
the third question.
Okay.
The third question.
Yes, let's go to the next person quick. Welcome to the show, please. Your name and who side you call from. We guess one for no, and you go to the point quick.
My name is Mr. F. Fofana. I want to ask Mr. Koroma. What I heard he say now he don't seize it. Please, if you win the thing where they fed for, if you able to spice the country for we, let the country sweet fast mark. The kind don't seize himself so now. The only question
this call I'm not going to ever make I cannot program another. Anyway, let's go to another call. Welcome to the show, please. This is not the caller we call me just and ask, say one for ask a question. Please go to your point and make your question and be respectful at all points. Go ahead.
Okay, I want for welcome me elder brother, me mentor, and me young brother, Mr. Logus Koroma. Mr. Logus Koroma, you know, I don't follow the program from the starting, but I meet up one area where I've been very much interested for ask questions when Mr. Logus been they say people and we been don't left the SLPP, the party accept them, the one the way the party been don't expel. The one for compare to the APC. I believe say the SLPP get a constitution and the APC also get a constitution. And the one then when the SLPP been not expel or they left the party like the Musa Tarawali, I believe say the party not been just accept them. Now the national delegate conference where them been go now, but we all see now they then go accept people like
right,
Musa Tarawali.
Quick because you don't need
the area the area of Samsumana when it is, because I know say all the area where they talk now about Samsumana. And we all know when Samsumana been done apply for comeback now the party when he been done they say they left the C4C.
Caller, very sorry. All of that in the night background. Waiting the big question to him now.
The National Advisory Committee been done they say something, but for them, Mr. Logus, they can't see now the party need for open the door for accept people. I don't believe say anybody then at the APC way is stop anybody for Canada the party. Or may Mr. Logus tell we who that day na the APC way stop anybody for Canada the APC without to not go to the National Delegate Conference as we all know the party. Constitution tell we say anybody where them been don't expel now the National Delegate Conference who go accept them. So this na me own question.
We go to another call, please. You get that question there, right?
Fill out the 5 questions.
Okay, so now we take this last one before we go to you quick. Yes, you name and who said the call from, please.
Yeah.
Jacob calling from Brookfields.
Please, Jacob, go to the question directly.
I want to ask Mr. Logus Koroma if the delegates and given the opportunity for serve as deputy chairman and leader of the All People's Congress, waiting you where will come with.
Thank you very much. Waiting you where will come with if they give you opportunity. Yes, please go ahead and answer the questions. They will don't come already.
Okay, the first question, the first caller asked if I lost the election, if I go continue for work for the party. Of course. I think I said that in the interview, not so.
Yes.
I talk of the interview. I say if anybody win, me loss, then me go be the first for congratulate that person there. Because the bigger picture is the APC. The bigger picture is not Logus Koroma. I don't dey in a situation where I not hold no position at APC. I work for the party. I don't dey in a position where me a minister where the president relieve me of my duties. I continue for work for the party more than when me a minister. I not go sit down my full hand or full foot. Then Musa from Sweden talk about the Chief Samsumana, my brother. I think also in this interview, I talk say, they may not write Chief Samsumana for reinstating the party on condition that the National Delegates Convention endorsed that decision day. I said that. I think say when I get that now when I recording.
Yes.
So this same question relates to me, Kono brother, we asked the 4th question, we relate to the same thing. No, I don't say let them bring Chief Samsumana come back to the party without reference to the National Delegates Conference. I don't ever say that. It can go through the process. There are procedures. Every political party get your own procedure. And we own constitution, and the letter where the right Chief Samsumana say, will they reinstate you subject to endorsement by the National Delegates Conference. So I think say that and they clear. I don't want to be misinterpreted on that. Then the 3rd caller, one Mr. Fofana, asked how for bring prosperity to the country. We don't do them before. We can under the APC, Salone became the 2nd fastest growing economy in the world. Also in Africa. In the world. Before the Ebola, go to the records, go to the archives, go to Google. 2nd fastest growing economy in the world under the APC, under President Ernest Koroma. We'll get a record there. And I don't think it's easy for any government get a record there going forward. It's not go easy. Then the caller from Brookfields, the number 5 caller, say, what thing I go bring to the party we new? Well, I get a wealth of experience what I don't acquire over the years, what they bring come to the party. In the field of administration, as the principal assistant to whoever is chairman of the party, you have to hit the ground running. You for know the length and breadth of this country. I don't work as district officer in this country. I don't work as senior district officer in all of the regions of the country. I know every chiefdom, every nook and corner of this country. I know the diaspora to my fingertips. I play a vital role in building the diaspora. So Logus Koroma has the local experience, the national experience, and the international experience for bring to the table.
Okay. You need to unmute Shengbe Pierre. We don't hear you.
Okay, sorry. You don't answer all the questions there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll take one
Yes,
set.
five
And then,
questions.
Yes, we'll take one set and then we wrap up, please. We go with the first one. Go, hello?
Yes, you gotta get me.
We'll get you very clear. Go ahead, please, with your question. 1 minute.
Okay, me and Mr. Kamara, call from New York.
Go ahead, please.
You know, I feel disappointed with Mr. Koroma. I've been listening one tell in the interview. I think something Samura Kamara, when I want Ponti Kanu, and the moderator, they asked him this same question about Samsumana. And the way he talk, he was very supportive of Samsumana, which is now your right entitled to Kono brother. But look at what is happening in Kono. Social act of thuggery, vandalism, violence promoted by Samsumana. And these people are there, they are not telling him the truth. Nobody's not saying that Samsumana should not come to the party. But he cannot come through the back door. He has to go through the procedure stipulated in the constitution of the APC. So if that kind of thing happen, as you say, they will tell Samsumana the truth. But there's not a time where we are aware where Samsumana don't kind of dissociate himself from them, see how it happen at Kono. But then they support and they say, well, in the interest, Samsumana have to come on board. And clearly they will be respond to something like Samura Kamara TV online, something like that. So when they get surprised, when they talk, say, then they don't say, because even Kemosi said that can make a clear. Samsumana are fully aware of that. Why is they allowing all this kind of talking to go to Kono? They want to say, Kono, look what they do. They go to the party office and go there. And I think we ask them people and I'm asking the question. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, we take another call, please. You get that question there, right? What did he say?
Would that Mr. Kamara?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay, we go to the next person, please.
Hello?
Welcome to the show. Your name and who side you call from, please?
Oh, I come from London.
Please, go ahead. Your name, please.
Oh, good. Quick one. My name is Shaku. I come from London. Shaku, I come from London. Yeah. I want to ask this man, Logus, right?
They listen you, so you ask and direct.
Oh, okay. Logus, 46 years in politics, right? You don't serve all them positions and they. Nothing say you do for let you retire, let the youth them take over because of some stem they wanna get. That's my one question. The second one, you go able to tell me how much you spend for buy them, boss them, we will not get today. We still wait for them, boss them. Yeah. Thank you
very much. All right, two questions we don't get are the one that if we get, whilst we wait, we don't need for wait any calls. Please take the two first questions we don't come inside.
Yes, and no fetch for
Yes, please.
Mr. Kamara from New York. Now the police no more, now they go able to tell you that responsible for vandalism and thuggery. Not to you where they in New York, they talk who are responsible for vandalism and thuggery. You have no proof. You have no evidence. Let the police come out with a report and let them point to who are responsible for the vandalism and thuggery in Akono. You're not competent. You're not a competent authority for categorically state who are responsible or who are not responsible. You might be wrong. You might be wrong. Because when you talk based on hearsay, you are thousands and thousands of miles away. You are not on the ground. Okay, the second question is Sheku. 46 years in service. You know the age of President Biden and Donald Trump in politics? When they retire, go retire. I not even near the age itself. I know which retirement age it in politics. And in fact, a politician never retires. And on the boss, not only by boss, now government by boss. If you know how government they work, you go no say not to individual, they do procurement. There's a procurement committee of which the minister is not member. I'm not a member of the procurement committee. So ask the procurement committee and the chairman of the procurement committee, who was the permanent secretary of my ministry. Some of them questions here, I don't know how government they work. When I just say read things they no more, when I not even when I find out. Thank you very much.
All right, so I think we need for go now. Spam it.
Yes. Okay, again, one tell all the people who don't contribute plenty. Thank you. And one time when I say tomorrow, when I tune in the same time, we get lawyer Abubakar Kaloko, APC aspirant for flag bearer. And on again Wednesday, we get Dr. Kaifala Mara, instead of the APC aspirant for flag bearer. So get big program that they come on our way, una continue for follow we and like we, so that whenever program they come, una will get notification automatically. Again, I want small one tell me who gets today this evening. Plenty, thank you. He take time off in busy schedule and he don't really bend backwards for them to as long as possible and answer plenty of una question them straight and direct. Whatever you have to say, say the question has been answered straight and direct, and always to we host Mr. Shengbepi of we are the wanted and plenty thank you. Una the watch una thank you. God bless you. God bless you, beloved country. Thank you and bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Night.
What is now abundantly clear is that the 10 years of APC misrule and economic mismanagement has definitely created considerable suffering for the people of this country. From Kamakwie to Pujehu, from Kono to Freetown, and everywhere, people are suffering under the weight of corruption and the mismanagement of the All People's Congress. I have seen it at first hand, from Falaba to Kedima and from Kailan to Putloko. The people want change. The people are tired of the suffering of paying for a bag of rice at 200,000 from only 60,000 in 2007. The people want democratic change to end their suffering.
When you listen to people who want to rule a country without clear understanding of how the country's economy works, what the sectors are important for the economy, what policies are necessary to improve on the economy.
Because you're not going to know it there outside. Now, where you can't inside, now you know the actual nature, the magnitude, enormity of the problem, and then you manifesto things that you get for tweak them, adjust them, for make you able to tackle them problems then.
What is now abundantly clear is that the 10 years of APC misrule and economic mismanagement has definitely created considerable suffering for the people of this country. From Kamakwie to Pujehu, from Kono to Freetown, and everywhere, people are suffering under the weight of corruption and the mismanagement of the All People's Congress. I have seen it at first